Hello everybody, welcome to ImaTransProof YouTube channel. We're so glad to welcome you all to our first episode of TOEFL ITP test. Well, in today's video, we're just covering the structure part, okay, especially for the section 1. We're providing you with 8 questions, and we hope that you can answer 8 questions in just 2 minutes. Well, to save time in TOEFL ITP test, you need to be agile and fast in doing the work. But don't forget to be accurate as well. Alright, are you ready to work on these questions? Okay, I will set a timer for you. Okay, we're gonna have 2 minutes to do these questions. Are you ready? Alright, let's get started. Okay, I'm done with that. What about you? Well, we still have more time here. Okay, let's just check. You have 1 minute more to do these questions. Do you want to continue or you just follow me? Alright, are you ready to discuss it with me? Okay, let's do number 1 first. In TOEFL structure test, you don't have something really complicated if you understand how a sentence is made up. For number 1, since you know that this question is a bit tricky, you will read carefully each of the element there, especially the blank space. A sentence must consist of subject and a verb. And if a sentence doesn't have one of them, it must be not a sentence. Alright? For number 1, we have the subject. No, but we have the verb. We have the subject? Of course not. So in number 1, we need to find the subject for this verb. From A to D, the only possible thing is A, because it just serves as a noun. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2, you need to identify which subject and verb as well. But most importantly, please identify the parts of these sentences. Even though blah 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 must be dependent sentence, while Dr. Samuel and rest of the sentence will be independent. So now you're going to focus on the independent sentence and try to figure out the blank space here. For the independent sentence, you'll have Dr. Samuel as the subject and was as the verb. And that's why you need something here, either a noun only or adjective only, or can be both. Well, the most possible answer from A to D is C, because this is the only one which is noun. Okay, easy, right? So let's move on to number 3. Gas particles move blah 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 when the gas is hot than when it is cold. Do you remember comparative and superlative? Yes, that's one of kinds. So we have the word then, which is comparative. So the adjective could be er. Okay, that's, like a common form of comparative. So the answer must be B. The base form of the adjective is fast, and then since it is like comparative, so you need er, faster. Okay, let's continue to number 4. The different colors of blah blah blah, the different temperatures of the star's surfaces. Now, do you see any subjected verb? No, I don't see it. Well, I see only subject, I guess. Yes, the subject is different colors. Well, I don't see the verb. Can you guess which one is the verb in A to D? Yes, that's indicate. That's the verb. That's great. You can answer that. Okay, let's move on to number 5. This is also a bit challenging because it has independent and dependent sentences. So each one is dependent and independent. The dependent will be this one, okay? Any sentences that starts with as and other conjunctions, it must be dependent sentence, while independent sentence will be the attitudes and the rest. Okay, so you see here, attributes, values, structures, functions of the family are the nouns as subject. So there is something missing here, which is verb, right? So which one? A to D is the verb, right? That must be change. Okay, now let's do number 6. Only a few sounds produced by insects are heard by humans. Blah blah blah. Most of the sounds are pitched either too low or too high. We have 2 subjects. We have 2 verbs. Okay, so you need something here. Yes, you need conjunction. For conjunction, we only have because that can connect between these 2. Okay, this one is independent and this one is the dependent. Okay, easy peasy, right? Okay, number 7. The ordinary chair, blah blah blah, in countless shapes, sizes, styles, and materials. So you have the subject, but you don't have the verb. For A, it could be the verb. That makes sense. It's supposed to be passive voice. Okay? While the other verbs are not accurate in forms. And they doesn't match at all. Okay, now let's move to number 8, which is the last questions. For number 8, we have prepositions for, and we have Bachelor of Arts, blah blah blah, as the independent sentence. While for Bachelor of Arts, that becomes the subject and was become the verb. So we need to focus on this part. Okay, after blah blah blah, initial use at blah blah blah. Well, it could be subject and verb, but in the multiple choice, we only have B, which has subject and verb. But the thing is, when you put those words into the blank space, like after it was initial, it doesn't match at all. Okay? So what you're going to do here is to find another word that matches these noun phrases. Yes, that must be its. Its refers to the degree, Bachelor of Arts. Okay? I think that's so simple. What you need to do is practice more and more. Okay? Alright, so if you find this video is helpful, don't forget to subscribe and give us thumbs ups. And please do comment what kind of topic you want in the later video. Thank you. Bye bye.